Hey guys, I'm Daniel Conley, and today I'm going to be starting another series. It's called Let's Take a Look, where basically I show you guys some tutorials and describe some parts of Minecraft to you guys. So, without further ado, let's take a look. If I can press the right buttons, there we go. That's supposed to look a lot more fancy. So first thing first is, in this episode, we're going to be talking about looking around in the world and finding your way, coordinates, and the debug menu. So, first off is getting your way around in the world. The sun, if you can look at the sun, I swear. Game rule, do daylight cycle true. Is that even moving? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's so hard that even I thought it wasn't moving. But you can tell it's moving, right? What way is the sun moving? Oh, it's moving down this way. Okay, so the sun is moving down this way, right? And basically the moon and the sun will, I believe, always set in the east. I believe. Does it set in the east? Huge derp. I'm sorry, I thought I had everything remembered. Okay, so never eat. So west. It's the sun, if I can look right, believe sets in the west. Okay, this way is the west. So the sun sets in the west, and the moon sets in the west. The sun and the moon rise in the east. And so that is a very easy way to tell where you are at. So like if the sun's setting down this way in the west, once again, I swear it's not moving. No, it is. Okay, I'm just really bad at recording. Just cut. So if the sun is setting in the west, then that means never eat soggy waffles. So like this way's east, right? So then never eat soggy waffles. There you go. You have your whole compass: north, south. No, I swear I'm so confused. North, west, south, east. No, that way's north. That's north, west, south, east. Never eat soggy waffles. I'm so confused. Never eat soggy waffles. There, I did it. I'm sorry. You get the point. If you actually have the brain power capable of figuring out which way is north and south from figuring out that, oh, so, are you kidding me? It's not even, I'm just really bad at doing tutorials, and I'm so sorry, guys. But, like, it's setting this way, and then you know that way is now the west. And if you can figure out that this way is, which way is north and south, then you got pretty much the whole compass covered. So, now, of course, there's the map. Now, on the console versions of the map, you'll actually have the coordinates at the top of this, but I'll get into that in a second. Anyways, on the map, down is south, up is north, right? And then, yeah, okay, and this way is west, and this way is east, if I can look at it. East, and then, so that's how you get your way around on maps. You just gotta know which way, that down is south, up is north, right is east, left is west. That's all you have to do to get your way around maps. Now, you might think that the compass will always point towards the north or the south. Guess what? It doesn't. It points towards your spawn point. The compass the compass, you can see how bad I am just at doing things today. The compass is useless at giving you which direction is north or south or east or west. It only shows where your spawn point is. So if you're looking for your spawn point, that's good, but if you're looking for which way is where, then that's not going to help you at all. Now, I guess moving on to finding out where coordinates are in Minecraft. So, before I get into the PC part, I'm actually going to go to Minecraft console to show you guys where the coordinates are there. Once again, I hinted something about it's being on the map, so. And here we are in Minecraft console edition. Yeah. You can tell because of the menus. And, well, so the maps, the coordinates, where you can find the coordinates on any version of Minecraft console is here on the maps. As you can see, at the top it says your coordinates, exactly where you are in the world. Same thing, it's like in Minecraft console, on Minecraft PC I should say, it's the same coordinates as you would find in the debug menu. Except for, you know, you can get the coordinates here in Minecraft console without cheating. That's something different about with the Minecraft consoles, that you can find them here. I mean, so, yeah. That the coordinates are here, that's how you find out. It's all the same rules of finding where you're at in the world apply, and same thing with the map. You see this way south, this way's, if my, dang it, my battery depleted. Yeah, you can probably really tell now that I'm using the Nintendo Switch. Anyways, let's pretend that never happened. So yeah, this is the north, sun setting, well, once again, because I had this off. Sun is rising, so this means that this way is east, and this way is west. Just like that. Anyways, you know what, let's go over to Minecraft console, no, not Minecraft console, but Minecraft PC. This is, same on, Windows 10 and the phone version, so, yeah. Let's go there. And here we are in Minecraft console. This is not Minecraft console. So, you know, this is Pocket Edition. And well, this is the Windows 10 edition. That's why I have this pointer and I'm using my mouse. But this also is the same with any Pocket Edition version out there. That is including, I believe, the eventually the Better Together update. That is if they don't decide to add this in. In Minecraft Pocket Edition, there is no way to tell your coordinates. Not even pressing F3 works. Not even the map works. As you can see, when I take out, oh, yeah, there's two different types of maps in this version. That's so weird. And I take out this map, as you can see, there is no coordinates at the top, so, oh hey, they added a shield there, can I, no, dang it, wonder if they actually added shields, no, well, yeah, like, there's no way to tell your coordinates on console version. The only way, form of, you know, knowing where you're at is, once again, the sun trick. It works, everything with the map and the sun works the same in Minecraft. So, like, down is, you know, south, up is north, and then, you know, left is west, and right is east. And once again, the sun sets in, it rises in the east and sets in the west. So, everything works the same here as usual, except for you can't find your coordinates. The only real way that I ever see, that I found, like, the only way to really see the coordinates, it's like this really weird version, because, because, like, the commands reference to the coordinates, but you can't, there's no, like, coordinates to command. If you type in something like spawn point, it'll tell you where, the coordinates are at, like, where you set your spawn point coordinates at. And as you can see, I set mine there, so now I know that this block is 159, 70, negative 136. So, yeah, that's how that works. So let's get back to Minecraft PC so I can tell you guys about everything about the debug menu. The console versions and Pocket Edition don't have the debug feature, so yeah, it's only exclusively available for PC. I believe one last thing I forgot to say in the last clip was that console versions, like, are every last version. Like, it's Xbox One, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation Vita, PlayStation Portable, if there's even a version for that, I forget. Except for Apple TV, I believe, which actually runs a Pocket Edition version, so yeah, that's that. Let's get back to Minecraft PC. That was terrible. Let's do that again. And, now that we're back, and show you Minecraft, consoles, everything. So, like, the debug menu. So, like, the XYZ is where you'll find your coordinates on PC. And, if you're wondering how to open the debug menu, all you have to do is press F3. Some of you might consider the debug menu cheating, so that's why I, said that you can find out which way is what via the sun and the moon. And, well, basically, I'm going to tell you everything about the debug menu now. You can just tell. You can just legit tell in my voice that I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Okay. So, let's get into the debug menu. So at the top left, it'll show you what version of Minecraft are you running. It'll tell you if it's modded or not. If it's vanilla, you can see that it says 1.12/vanilla. That's how you tell if it's modded. If it says vanilla, you're not modded. If it does not say vanilla, then you're most likely modded. And then there's Minecraft 1.12, that's what version you're running. And then you have your FPS counter, and then your chunk updates, which is, I believe, how many chunks are being refreshed. Like a second. And then some of the, everything else, everything below the FPS, I don't really understand, so I'm not gonna talk about that. But I do know that the entities, the E there, shows how many entities are rendering right now and then on your screen. Like how many are being rendered, and how many there are actually in the world. So if I were to look at myself, I would count as an entity. As you can see, I am an entity because it says 1, but if I don't look at myself, then it says 0, because I'm not being rendered, although my hand is. But that's beside the point. And then you once again have this P and T. I don't really know what that is. Multiplayer chunk cache, you don't really need to know what that is. Although I do, I'm not going to tell you about it because, it's just something really advanced and you'll probably never need it. But if you do want to know, you can search it up on Wikipedia, Minecraft Wiki. And then there's the XYZ again. That actually shows you your coordinates in the game. And then there's the block coordinates. So basically, the entity coordinates and the block coordinates are slightly different. But that's why there's probably added both. But if you want to know, the coordinates of the block you're in, you have that. And if you want to know the coordinates of where you are at, that you have that in the XYZ. And then there's the chunk, which shows you what chunk you're in and where you are in it. So as you can see, past the word in, it shows you what chunk you're in. And basically, if you're wondering what a chunk is, it's a 16 by 16 square that goes all the way up from the sky down to bedrock. Although the game treats it slightly different with 16 breaks in between, as you can see. But really, it's from a 16 by 16 area to 256, so that's all the way to the top of the world. And as you can see, it shows you where you are in that chunk. So as you can see, I'm in 915, and like once I pass over, it'll raise what chunk number. And the chunk there, yeah. So like it just shows you where you are in that chunk. As you can see, if I go left too far, it'll go from 13, 14, 15, and once I go over, as you can see to the right there, the negative 20 went down one, because actually that's increasing. So that's what you know. Now you know what the chunk is, and then you see the facing, and this is basically extra confirmation of which way you're facing. So as you can see, I'm facing east. Once again, the moon and the sun set in the west and rise in the east, if I can look correctly. So there you know that. And then towards positive z, and then towards negative x and all that, that basically shows you if you were to walk in this direction, your x value would go up. And like if you were to walk in this direction, your z value would go down. So that's what that is. And then past that, we have your rotation values. So basically, if I look up, that number to the right goes down, and when I look down, the number on the right goes up. So basically, the right number is which way you're looking in this direction, and the other number is which way you're looking in this direction. And because you can do turn around like that, it'll actually loop over on itself. And then there's the biome little area, and that shows you what biome you're in. Ooh, forest, fire. It will show you, like, here's the plains, here's the sunflower, here's a roofed forest, and here's like a, I don't know, maybe it just went too low, I don't know, really, because that is something, the train maybe got too low, but, as, like, basically, biomes are, like, different, like, you can see, like, the grass is different in different biomes, like here, and so that's one way to tell that you're in a different biome. And also, there are, like, tons of different biomes, and biomes are basically just different ways the terrain generates. So, like, there's no trees in the plains biome, but there's, like, tons in a roofed forest. So that's how you know that. And then you have a light scale, which basically shows you how much light you're getting from the sky. That's the sky coordinate there. If I were to, example, go in a cave, as you can see, that sky value goes down, and then the block basically shows you, if I get this, how much light you're getting from blocks. Basically, any block that produces light will be the value of light will be shown there. And basically, if you're wondering what the number to the left is, that is a combination of the two. Basically, the highest number, I believe. And then there's local difficulty. You don't really need to know much about that. It's basically how hard the game puts it for you. And you can also change this yourself using the difficulty slider, but the game can sometimes change what number that is to make it harder or easier based on certain factors. And I believe even it's different in certain areas, which is pretty cool. So like if you stay in the same area, it'll get harder, but once you go somewhere else, it'll come easier. And then there's also a day number, which shows how many days have gone by. And that also is another factor in local difficulty. So I guess that's why they put that there. And then the debug, pi, and hidden FPS. Basically, if you press F3 alongside one of those numbers, you'll get a graph like this that shows you your frames per second. Right now, it's awful. If I were to set this up, though, it'll probably be a bit smoother. But, like, my computer's not very well, so it's not that smooth. But basically, it'll show you whether the frame, like, each line is a frame, and I believe it shows you basically how many frames per second there was recorded, like, average at that time. So as you can see, I'm past 60 right now, so that's very good. But if I were to purposely set the slider down to 20, as you can see, it gets really laggy and everything's really high, past 30. So that's how that works. The debug pi, you don't really have to worry about. That's something else that's more advanced. There's also this feature that if you press Q and F3 at the same time, it'll show up something in chat about, like, different combinations with F3, with a different key you can press for different things to happen. So, like, if I can easily swap cycle, creative, and spectator if I were into creative. So, like, now I'm in spectator mode, a special mode. I'll probably get into this mode in a different video. But then I can go instantly from spectator into creative, which is really cool. And at the top right, it shows you your Java version, your memory, and your memory allocated. And basically, it'll show you, like, 462 megabytes are allocated and whatnot. And that's basically how much Minecraft is using of your RAM. And then CPU shows you what CPU you have. And as you can see, no wonder why I keep it at 30 frames per second all the time, because it's an i5. It's actually, the fan's running very loud right now, but you can't hear it because luckily I'm recording on a phone. Then you have your display that shows basically what resolution Minecraft is rendering at, and the graphics that it's using, and then this weird build number. I don't really know. I think that's for the graphics. I'm not sure though. But there's this last thing that's kind of hidden until you look at a block. When you look at a block, you see it says to the right Minecraft grass. Like, that's basically what block you're looking at. So as you can see, I'm looking at grass. Now I'm looking at sand. Grass, sand, grass, sand. I can also look at leaves, as you can see here, and logs. And basically, the values under are just basically advanced, things about the block. So, like, if I grab this, as you can see, probably guess what I'm going to do here. It's Minecraft. This says that this grass block here isn't snowy because it says snowy is false. But if I were to place snow on it, it'd say snowy true. And basically, the huge difference here is that the grass on it actually becomes white. And you can also see a snow layer and how many layers it has. Yeah. And it's really cool like that. So, and then one last thing, when you look at a block, it also shows you what block you're looking at, and like the coordinate of that block. As you can see, there's the coordinates of this sand block here, and other things like that. So, like, this is the coordinates of this leaf here. If you wanna get this, go to this exact leaf block here. You can enter in the seed. You can enter in that seed, and then you can teleport yourself exactly to this leaf block, and you can be like, ooh, that's the leaf block that I destroyed. No. And, well, that's basically everything you need to know about the F3 menu. So, I believe I've gone over everything, so thank you guys for watching this video, this tutorial on, where I tell you guys some of the things about the debug menu, how to get yourself around in this world, and where the coordinates are at on each different version of Minecraft. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.